Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best budget food processor.
Starting at number 5.
KitchenAid 13 Cup. We simply loved the KitchenAid food processor's overall design and found it to be very user-friendly. The buttons and attachments were self-explanatory, though things get a little more intricate when you're setting it up for dicing. But for regular tasks, we found it to be incredibly easy to use, though there is a bit of work involved to clean it, especially since the plunger has an oil drip. The KitchenAid comes with a lot of accessories, including a dough blade and various blades, including a reversible shredding disc and an adjustable slicing disc. We must have adjusted the disc just right because the zucchini was sliced to perfection. The mayo turned out to have a perfect consistency, too. The onion did come out a bit uneven and there was some cheese left between the blade and the lid. The work bowl is easy to clean, just add some water and a couple of drops of dish soap to clean it out, along with the blades. Overall, this was an excellent food processor for the price.
Coming at number 4.
Vitamix 12 Cup. If you're already in love with your Vitamix, then it makes sense to get a food processor attachment for it. We liked the very simple, highly functional design that can be easily switched among different speeds. The timer on the base is helpful so that you can keep an eye on how long you're slicing and chopping. During testing, we found the Vitamix attachment rather self-explanatory, and even better, it was easy to clean. Yes, there are a lot of parts to this processor which can make cleaning a bit of a chore, however, everything but the base is dishwasher safe, so that can take some of the work out of the equation. The only major complaint is that the blades might be too effective. Even on a low speed, the onions came out practically pureed while everything else was almost flawless. It's worth noting that this is only compatible with Vitamix Ascent and Venturist models.
At number 3.
Breville SUF. If your culinary skills at home demand a more high-end appliance, the Breville SUF could be the option for you. We admired the sleek but simple design that is quite user-friendly, although it took us a bit of time to set it up with its multiple attachments and parts. Overall, we found that it was pretty consistent with both chopping and slicing. The two levels of blades were very efficient at picking up smaller amounts of food and liquids, like the egg yolks that we used to make mayo. For the high price tag, we were surprised that there was no grater attachment included. The removable pieces are dishwasher safe, but be sure to carefully air dry them to avoid mildew.
Number 2 of my list.
Black+Decker FP 2500B. Black+Decker has long been a household name in the, well, household. So it makes sense that this budget-friendly food processor would make our list. For starters, it's super easy to use. There's only 3 buttons and everything twists to lock and unlock easily. We loved the bevel design of the bowl because it's easier to wipe down the sides to capture all the food, plus the larger blade attachment makes processing the food quick and easy. In general, it's easy to clean, though food does get trapped between the edge of the lid. The double plunger doesn't come apart, so be sure to wash and air dry it thoroughly so you have any issues with mildew. It's got 2 speeds plus a pulse button, which is everything you could want for slicing and dicing like a pro. We did find that some pieces weren't fully chopped and the shreds of cheese weren't entirely consistent, but if you're okay with some slight imperfections in your chopping, this food processor will be fine for your kitchen needs.
And number 1.
Cuisinart food processor. The Cuisinart tops our best food processors list because it is so simple to use. It's got just 2 responsive buttons that make quick work of ingredients. It's easy to use, though if you're new to food processors, you might find it a bit tricky at first to insert the attachments. We found it got easier with practice. Once you get the hang of it, setup is fairly simple. It chopped up onions very well and it gave cheese an even shred. The 14-cup bowl holds a lot of ingredients that the Cuisinart took on like a champ. The blade didn't fully reach when small quantities of ingredients are used, though. We found the shred and slice attachments worked well, though we were disappointed that there was no feature for grating. The larger components and attachments were easy to clean, but we found the smaller pieces to be a bit of a challenge. thanks to the smaller nooks and crannies that can capture food residue. This is common to many food processors, though, so washing the attachments and the blade, carefully, by hand is best.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.